Coming up on 610 right now, as we look back at the first 50 years of Super Bowl history, it's hard not to look forward to the next 50. In 1969, the league had just a handful of teams, where today the NFL seems ripe for expansion overseas. An international game with teams dotting the globe. I sat down with a man who is certainly in the know, Chiefs Chairman and CEO Clark Hunt.
Well, I am chair of the International Committee.
Canada's got the CFL, replete with their own Super Bowl, fondly known as the Grey Cup. The NFL has 32 teams, and the owners seem content to keep that number there. But every decade or so, the Shield seems to find a reason for expansion. But that expansion in the first 50 years of the NFL has remained squarely in the lower 48. Hawaii's got the Pro Bowl, but Honolulu has yet to get a team of their own for one simple reason. From the West Coast alone, the flight is almost 6 hours. Air travel shrunk the world in the 1960s with the introduction of the jumbo jet. But the NFL has never expanded beyond San Francisco in the west and New England in the east. And the last time I checked, teams weren't flying on the now defunct Concorde. But that could all change.
In the world we live in today, right, it's globalizing in every aspect. You probably see it from a sports standpoint most in soccer. Soccer is a very international sport.
Over the last decade, teams have made the trip across the pond to London to play regular season games. The Chiefs took the trip this past season, and despite the time it takes to actually get there, the league seems set on setting up a franchise in Europe.
And you could even envision a division that's based over there, which would help with some of the travel dynamics.
London, Paris, Madrid, even Berlin have all been mentioned. And at some point, possibly within the next 10 years, we could have our first team established across an ocean. Hunt says there are still logistics to work out, but it's clearly doable. And for the game's popularity to continue to grow, they're going to have to look beyond our shores.
The NFL realizes that to continue to grow, that we're going to have to look beyond the U.S.
Hunt wouldn't put a timetable on a team in London or Mexico for that matter, but who knows? Maybe we aren't calling Super Bowl 100 the Super Bowl at all. Maybe we're calling it the World Bowl, and the Chiefs are playing a team from London, also called the Royals.